My dear child, you know, you are on the verge of a new dawn, a new phase of your life. All the cleansing and inner truths being revealed in the past months has been freeing you. This is now like a soft void zone in between two phases of your life. You know, you are out of something, however, you are not really on the other side yet. You are learning to become comfortable in the unknown, trusting life, the universe, and knowing, feeling deep within you that more details, tangible info, and signs, real action steps are about to be whispered. My child, know that when something happens in someone's life and when they worry about it, you will say to them, you do not have to worry about anything. Trust God. God has a plan for you. If God allows something to happen in your life, that it is for your good. But when it comes to your life, will you do without hearing from others what you had said to them in your life? Like when something happens in your life, what will you do? Will you first worry by facing it, or will you first trust me by facing it? Just think about it. Faith in me is what you need more. My child, know that the more you worry, the more you feel stressed. The more you pray in faith, the more you will feel relaxed. When you read my word, you will come across a lot of people. When Daniel was thrown into the lion's den, he prayed in faith. When Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were thrown into blazing fire, they prayed in faith. When Esther had a situation, she prayed in faith. They are just a few, but when you read my word, you will come across a lot of people who have struggled in their life. You will also see that irrespective of the things that had happened in their life, they pray in faith. They believed that I would be there with them. They believed that I would help them. They believed that I would answer their prayers. When you look into their life, I never disappointed them. I blessed them by giving more than what they have asked me for. I formed you is like how I had formed them all. I sent you to this world for a purpose. I will accomplish it in the right time. Do not worry about the things. Instead, pray in faith about it. I am there with you. I will bless you. My child, know that healing is messy. There will be good and bad days. Many days reminiscing what you could have done to change the outcome, and other days when you are happily living your best life. There will be moments where you feel you are completely over the heartbreak, and random moments where it hits you all over again. Through it all, remember that you are human. It's normal to feel. to break down, to smile, to take all the time you need to move on. My child, know that. Things you need to hear. First, you are enough. You exactly as you are. Don't be hide your true self to be accepted. Don't alter your energy to be loved. That is not real acceptance. That is not real love. And my goodness, you are so worthy of the real things. You are worthy of being seen, being known, and being valued for everything that makes you, even those parts you have tried to suppress and hide. Please know nothing about you needs to be hidden. Nothing about you is a mistake. Yes, over time, you are going to change and transform. You will shed layers of your past self as you continue on this lifelong journey of self-discovery and growth. But the core of who you really are, your divine essence, every strange, quirky, beautiful thing that makes you uniquely you, that is yours for keeps, and it's worth loving, honoring, protecting, and anyone who is truly mean to walk beside you on this path is going to love and protect it too. And can't you see that is worth waiting for? That is worth staying true to yourself for? That it is worth everything. My child, know that your bravery is paying off. You have made very difficult decisions to step into your higher self. You raised your frequency and now you are attracting a better reality. Think the thoughts that are in alignment with your dreams. Imagine how you would think, speak, and act if you were to become a better version of yourself. Seek to become this person in any way possible. You became something not by thinking of it, but by thinking from it. My child, know that. Here is a gentle reminder for your heart. You are not the words they quote during conversations or the stories they make you easy antagonist of. You are the secrets you don't reveal and the tears that don't make it to your face. You are the consequences you don't talk about and the pain you don't dare feel out loud. You are the love you fear expressing and the poetry you conveniently trap inside your soul. You are the fire you breathe and the chronicles you narrate with it. You are the words you speak and the stories you create. You are a three-letter word that broke between the 4s and 5s. You are a trump that only you recognize. You are everything only you can see. My child, know that. Make yourself a priority, not only for yourself, but for the people who love you and want the best for you. They don't want you to put yourself last. They don't want you to shrink yourself to enhance others' people's sense of importance. They don't want you to lower your standards to fit in. They don't want you to compromise your values for pleasing others. They don't want you to sacrifice your own needs for the needs of others. They don't want you to abandon yourself to win the acceptance of others. They want you to choose yourself. They want you to love yourself more than anything else. My child, know that. Sometimes what we are desperately wishing for is not actually what we need or even what is truly good for us. Sometimes things don't go the way we want because something better is in store. Sometimes it does not make sense in the important moment but in the bigger picture. Sometimes things fall apart so that better things can come together. Sometimes when we think it's all going wrong, it is really going right. My child, know that. I know things have been difficult, but remember, there is nothing too hard for me. You may not see it now, but everything will work out in the end. You don't have to know how. You just need to trust me and believe that it will. My child, know that. You're restless because you are allowing your thoughts to take over your mind. You are overthinking every situation and it's driving you crazy because you are trying to find answers to things that are out of your control. You are hurting yourself by not letting your mind rest. Take a step back and let yourself breathe. Take in what happened, accept that you can't change the outcome, and believe that better things are coming. Find peace in the chaos. My child, know that. If so, it's important to pay attention to what things are draining your energy. If you wait too long to give attention to your depleted soul, you will burn out. Jesus warned us that if we are not careful, if we can lose our soul. He was not talking about going to hell. He was talking about living on earth today without a vibrant soul. Sadly, it is easy to lose our souls by getting pulled down into the thrill of our soulless society. But if we ignore our soul, then our life will stop working. Think of it like the check engine light on the dashboard of your car. You pay attention to that indicator light because you don't want to damage your engine and have your car stop running. The same is true for your soul. The longer you go without looking under the hood of your soul, the worse the damage will be. If you wait too long, you will burn out. My child, know that. People are going to judge you. People are going to reject you. People are going to talk shit about you. The sooner you accept it, the quicker you can get on with being your authentic self and showing up for the ones who are open and receptive to your light, gifts, and love. My child knew that. Years ago, he hurt me. She broke my trust. He played with me. They drove over my heart. Wait, did you ever acknowledge your mistakes? Did you took a look over your own actions? Did not you were supposed to feel guilty? We have been existing in a world of self-righteousness, convinced of us being perfect and right on all events, not realizing things composed of flesh and blood do commit mistakes, can hurt people, can end up desolating one's premise. Terror thrust out your lungs once it realized that we have been wrong all along. Concession of flaws is important. Permit yourself to be at fault. For immense growth it brings to you, working on one's own toxic traits holds a major part of growth. You don't grow till you accept. You don't elevate till you shrink. You don't rise till you fall. Rectifying faults gets you a better you. People around you are not always at fault sometimes. It's you. It's you who messed up, went exhausted in deeds, spilled barbed sentences, distrained emotional sentiments, displayed insolence in conduct. Ego is the most distorted form of self-love. As it is talked about, ego means connections in a way that never refurbishes and dwindles your alone side. Hereafter you may let acknowledgement come across ego, leaving it behind. You may learn the courage to work on the shortcomings, while the guilt not overpowering you. Simultaneously, you chance on a slip, affirm them to yourself. Sway to improve it and let the guilt pass away. Carrying guilt is not the supposed solution, so you never do that. Unlearn the ego, rest will be okay. Now, time for today's magical prayer. Loving Lord, I thank you for my life and give you grateful praise for your great goodness and abundant mercy which is new every morning. Thank you that you are a gracious and faithful Father, even during those times when I stray far from you, or when I allow the anxiety of life to steal away my peace and rob me of my joy. I pray that your perfect peace would guard my heart and that you would provide me with calm, tranquility within my soul. Guard my mind and guide my thoughts and prevent me from worrying about what may or may not happen. Instead of keeping the eyes of my heart focused upon Jesus and my ears ever upon to His leading and guidance. Give me strength to face all challenges with assurance that your grace is sufficient for all my needs. Help me to keep my eyes looking to Jesus in confidence, knowing that He is the author and finisher of my faith. In Jesus' almighty name, I pray. Amen. My child, know that when you stop believing that having a lot of emotions is a bad thing, when you still feel the ache, but it is not as painful as it once was, when you say their name and it does not hurt, when you can talk about the past, when you can be fully in the present, when you can actually see a new future, when you don't count the bad days and setbacks as failures but as part of the journey, when you are kind to yourself because you believe and you deserve it. When loving yourself starts to feel more like a routine and less like a burden, when the world starts feeling full of possibilities again, when your heart starts to open again without searching for permission, when you are terrified to fall in love with someone else or with yourself, but you do it anyways, when you can understand that healing is not a destination but it's a process, when you remember healing is not a destination but an ongoing process, when you are kind to yourself even when you believe you don't deserve it. So always have a faith and trust in God. Type Amen if you have trust in God.